Pentagon, hello, my friend. Hello, hello. I've got about 6 o'clock in the Mountain West, and I think it's time to debut the Bravo Tour, the first ever episode of a brand new series where we are going to visit, or at least the plan is to visit, all of the Class Bravo airfields in the United States. And it's an interactive tour. I'll let the Wheel of Names choose the destination, which we will spin at top of descent, and we can start kind of thinking about and planning for. And then you guys decide what aircraft I'm going to take to the next destination. So I'll explain a little bit more about that. Pentagon, I'm so glad that you've got the new Bravo Tour emote. I made it just especially for this series. So yeah, glad that is working for you there. And welcome. Welcome. It's good to see you. All right, I got to get this party started here. Let's see, what have I done? Hey, 0.34. Tim, how are you, man? Skull and welcome, both of you two. I've got some warm tea going here, some apple cinnamon spiced tea tonight. Just kind of felt like a good night for it. All right, I've got the ground services set up. I've got the fuel and payload pretty well set. Yeah, I think we're ready just to kind of jump up here and do some cockpit preparation. So let's just work our way up. All this should be off. It is off. Everything's in the green there. That looks good. Coming down the other side here. Yep, all this is fine. Off. Yeah, all this stuff is off. Everything's off here. Good. Kind of working our way up. It looks like we're good to go. This is there's no power anywhere to the aircraft right now, so it's good that we're not seeing anything. Yep, I think that looks fine up top there. We're going to come down here. We've got the gear lever is down, and we'll confirm that's down on the Bravo throttle quadrant. The flaps are up. That looks good. We've got everything down here is off. Weather radar is off. All that stuff is good. Okay, I think cockpit preparation is complete. Fuel levers also confirmed off, and indeed they are. Engine 1 and Engine 2 confirmed off. Beautiful. Let's power up the aircraft, and we'll get started. Batteries 1, 2, and 3 are coming on. We're not going to do ground power today. We're going to go ahead and go right to the APU and get the APU fired up. So we'll turn that guy on. And yep, I don't have any power down here just yet. So we'll just give it a second. Let that door open up, and we'll get things fired up here. Killed myself and my instructor on the simulated engine out yet again today. Otherwise, you're good. Well, doggone it, 0.34. What's the old line from Apollo 13? If I have $1 for every time you killed me this thing, well, Deke, I wouldn't have to work for you. Yeah, that's what you do it. That's why you do it, right? There's a lot of trees here. Yeah, I would have probably been in the same boat on the Bush League flight last night as well. Yeah, that's coming up. Should be ready to go here in just a little bit. As soon as that thing's fired up, we'll turn that APU gen on, and life will be good. Oh, there it is. Comes on for us automatically. Everything is up, and that is light out, so that means it's working. And we can go ahead at this point in time and get the IRS's aligning. So I'll get the first one there, second one, and third one. We'll set that over there in case we want to check on the status page there. There's a deep dive Apollo 13 quote there too. Yeah, that's a deep. Hey, I'm full of useless trivial knowledge there, 0.34. You should know that by now. Radios. Yeah, time to get the radios on. Yep, everything looks good there. So yeah, I'm doing 2280 here. That's fine. We'll turn that on and that as well. I need to turn the volume up there. Good deal. No ATC just yet. You never know. I mean, it's still early on a Tuesday evening, so there's a possibility of something coming on here. I'm only on that level with Men in Black and Ocean's 11. Solid movie choices. All right, to the FMC, and for some reason we're going to go ahead and that's going to be way up there. I don't want that. That's not the FMC. That's the MCDCU Elemental PQRS-TV. This is what I'm looking for there. Okay. Let's go to FMS. I think I have outdated. Yep, on December 2nd. I need to update my Navigraph here. Hopefully we'll be okay today. Yeah, hopefully we'll be okay. Let's put the flight plan in. And whoops, we've got to do INIT. Sorry, just to help the IRSs align here, we'll go Denver to LSV. What's LSV, you might ask? Well, that is Nellis Air Force Base. That was the initial field that the Wheel of Names selected, and we can't go against the Wheel of Names. And I'm glad we didn't, because I think it's appropriate on December 8th, Pearl Harbor Day. If you're tuning in from outside of the United States, this is a very sacred day here. It's the day that Pearl Harbor was attacked and basically started World War II for us, our involvement, the United States involvement in World War II. So it's very appropriate, I think, that we're flying to a military base. The wheel. Somehow the wheel always knows. Simbrief is saying that we will be up at 360 today. Go ahead and put that in. Our alternate is Ontario. And I need a cruise wind. I'm just going to go pick the top of climb wind report here. It looks like it's going to be 302 at 40. So a little bit of a tailwind, kind of a not exactly a full-on tailwind, but at least a helping sort of crosswind. All right, that'll help get the IRSs aligned a little bit quicker. And then we have Denver in. I think what we're going to try to do, I'm try to take runway 17 left, just because that's one of those. That's the runway that's halfway to Kansas at Denver International. So we don't get out there very often. And I didn't see because my notifications are set, are covered up, but it looks like Good Fixins is here. Hello, Brett. The A300 is Miss Piggy. What's this one called? I don't know that this has a nickname. That's a very, very good question, my friend. I'm not 100% sure. Okay, we've got the ATIS here, and it's not a bad day. Winds 260 at 8. Outside air temp is 7. And QNH, I think that's like about 2980 something. But it's a nice day. We'll be doing a flaps 15, slats 15 departure. And we'll compute the rest of the data right here, which is going to be, we're taking 17 left. Yeah, I know that doesn't exactly match the winds. We could do runway 25, I guess, but again, that's how often do you get to take the extra minute, drive out across the country, and depart from 17 left. So a V1 is 158, V rotates 162, V2 is 165. We'll have a flex temp of 58. Again, flaps 15, slats 15, that's confirmed, and a takeoff trim of 1.6. I'm going to send that to the FMS, I guess, and it says we received it, which is good. All right, very good. We'll come back to this here in just a little bit, but that's always good to kind of get that taken care of and out of the way. Hopefully the airframe count is lower tonight. Yeah, I think we had to approach had to have approached the record, if not greatly exceeded it last night. Didn't we? We had to have ended up in double digits. The last official count I saw was 9, and I think we had at least one more after that. That just means it was a good Bush League event. All kinds of fun, and I'm finding out different things I need to go back and adjust on the scenery to make it even better. So expect that to come soon, and I will reshare the entire scenery pack with everybody. All right, we've got all that in there. There we go. We're getting stuff aligning, which is cool. The cabin was tough but fun. Yeah, the cabin really was. If I'm being honest, the cabin was probably meant more for the helicopters than anybody else. Although I do think a guy could have probably got something like a Super Cub or the Porter or something in there. The Wilga, I thought whoever was in the Wilga was that. I thought that was a really good choice. I didn't think about that. Okay, back up to business here. Seatbelt signs coming on again. We're going to kind of work our way up here. All these should say low pressure. They're all off at this point. Yep, slats, flaps, nothing there. We'll put the flight recorder to ground. We are almost fully aligned. That's good. We're going to kind of come work our way down here. Let's just double check. We know we have APU power because everything's on, but there we go. That looks good. And then what? I don't have anything yet in the essential transfers. Nope. Do we have emergency power just in case we need it? Yes, we do. So that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Okay, coming down here, batteries obviously are established, and we can turn the galley power on. That's okay. Can't quite turn these on yet until we're fully aligned with the IRSs, but I can put the nav and logo light on, just so people know that we're in here farting around. You switched from the Wilga after losing 3 DC3s. I thought that was a really great choice. Although you were mentioning that you were kind of having a little bit of fun, a little bit of trouble generating power with that bird. So did you kind of get that squared away, or was it one of those things that it just kind of hampered you the whole time? Okay, fuel pumps. We can turn all the fuel pumps on at this point in time. We won't quite be ready for any kind of engine start just yet, but we can turn all those on. And we can also turn on the window, and the window heats all over the place. That looks good. Density altitude had killed it. Okay, very good, very cool. I mean, not cool, but cool that's something that's modeled and is a challenge. I went back and watched my replay a little bit, and it was very. It was sketchy. I definitely hit a bush with both engines on the landing, and then I definitely drug my left wingtip on the departure. So it wasn't as clean a getaway as I thought. But really, the DC3 has no business trying to get in there. So APU bleed can come on, and we'll put the econ flow valve or econ flow on. We're going to arm the emergency lights, and all of this business up here is just fine. Okay, very good. Yeah, I think we're fully aligned here, which is cool. So now we can turn on the pitch trim, the yaw damper, and the ATS, which helps us out. Thing is that it doesn't have a turbo or anything. It's a dog. Oh, so it's not like the Mike Patey. It's not like that one that he has. What was that, Draco or whatever? It's not like the souped up Wilga. It's just a regular plain old Wilga. Somehow it makes me like that plane a little bit more. I probably should have picked it up when it was on sale. Yeah, it's not Draco. Okay, just looks like Draco. Okay, back to. I need to get up here and check one last thing here, just in case. My altitude panel. Yep, altitude showing 5450. That's good. There's no rise or decrease in the pressurization, and that looks fine as well. We're going to go, it doesn't really matter, we'll go system 2 for our auto pressurization today, just because. No particular reason. And don't need to change anything with the rate limiter, and yeah, everything else I think there looks good. The really old version had a radial engine, and you wish Thuranda had modeled that one. Yeah, we can't. We just flat out can't get enough of our radials, can we? We love those roundy McRound faces. Decision height set for -5. Flight director is I just do flight director on. I think I maybe went too far on that. Sorry, flight director on. And over here, same thing, decision altitude set -5. And then all of the warning lights, we've already extinguished those. Okay. Let's do a quick brake pressure check. I'm going to turn this over to the alternate. Depress the toe brakes, and sure enough, the brakes are falling away like they should. We'll go ahead and reset that. And that brake pressure should reset itself as well. It does, back to normal. That looks fine. Transponder, we can go ahead and get this set to TARA. We're going to leave it at 2000. Again, just kind of checking every now and again. I see Albuquerque and Kansas City centers are both online, so kind of fingers crossed that maybe we'll pick up some ATC. But right now, currently, neither Denver nor Los Angeles center. I just double checked. I don't think they appear to be on. Okay, LA center's on. Very cool. So, who knows? We might pick up a little something there from Denver. But that's all right. If we do, we do. If we don't, we don't. No big deal. It's not going to stop us from flying. I think I can also set the weather radar. Oops. To system 2. Set it to test here real fast. Looks like that's working just fine. Again, don't get your hopes up. It doesn't actually work. Turn that back off just so we don't blast out the any ramp workers. But yeah, maybe someday. Redneck loving life. Skull, my friend. Ada skull. And to you, my friend. I don't know what that means. It feels like I should beat my chest when I say it. Welcome. Good to have you. I don't know what that means, honestly. I just had fun. It's fun to say. Something. It's a greeting. It's got to be a greeting, man. That's the whole idea behind Skull, right? Oli Skull Fa. I don't know. What does that mean? It may be my new catchphrase if it's something good. Basically translates to cheers, everyone drink. Alright, I'm copying that. I'm pasting it into the flight plan so I can remember that for later. Thank you for sharing that with me. Redneck loving life. From one redneck to another. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Now I'm off my checklist. I have no idea where I'm at. Oh, I've got to get the route entered in now. We're ready for that business. Navicar GPS primary. Cool. Flight plan from Denver. Runway. We need the SID. Runway 17 left. We are on the Baylor 6. Good. That's still current. And it looks like the Teru transition. Very good, very good. In 17 left. We'll insert that. We'll go back to the flight plan. Let's go down to Nellis. And what does LSV look like on the digital ATIS? LSV looks like winds are calm. Very good. There's a little weather moving through the area, but right now it's not really hitting anybody, or it's not really hitting that that airfield. Winds are calm. Altimeter 2 10 statute miles of visibility, broken at 11,000 and 13,000. All right, very good. So for us then, maybe a straight in like a runway 21 right would be good. Localizer 21 right, we'll take that. There is no arrival. There's no star into Nellis, so we just have to kind of put the rest of the route in here. It's Baba comes next. Baba. And then I think BCE is Bryce Canyon. I could be wrong on that, but I think that sounds right. And then Suvi. Victor India Echo. There we go. We'll clear this discontinuity. And we'll have to do quite a bit of work here because we're just heading on down to the localizer approach, and so there's quite a bit of terrain in the area, and we have to just really, like I say, just really be careful about what we're doing so that we stay out of the hills. We did enough of that on the Bush League flight last night, I think. Let's just check this. Go to the plan mode. Yep, departing south, heading west, and then turning south here. There's Teru. Uh-oh, looks like I maybe have Baba in there twice. Do I? Yep, Baba's in there twice. I'm not sure how that happened. We're going to clear Baba out of there. Clear that discontinuity out of there. Okay, let's try that again. So coming down from Baylor to Mitsui, or Mitsui to Baylor, then Baba, then Teru, then Bryce Canyon, then Suvi, and then we're in. So you can see not a lot of wiggle room here. 20 or so miles from where we're supposed to be. So we're gonna have to do some math, guys. I'm really, really sorry about that. .34 says I get the everybody drink part. Yep. Well, I'll drink to that. Again, a nice apple cider, apple spiced tea tonight. Little decaffeinated herbal tea. So looking forward to finishing that off. That's tasting really good right now. Okay. Now I need to go ahead and grab this data here. And so again, V2 165, 58, and 1.6. Set that 10 miles an hour, 10 knots faster. 58 and 1.6 is down there. Oh my goodness gracious, 757 Spy has come in and he's brought 65 of his closest friends. So welcome everybody. Happy Pappy, thank you so much. Dave, thanks for the raid. Great to see you. Hello everybody from the 757 Spy channel. It's awesome to have you along. This is a brand new series that we're doing. This is called the Bravo Tour. My name is Brant. Welcome to the channel. I do a mix of general aviation and vintage airliners, and basically I just try not to fly the same plane twice, so I'd give you a little bit of a variety. And but appreciate you coming along. Let's see, Boulder 65 is here. Hello, Boulder 65. awesome to see you as well, and hope you had a good flight over there, Dave. Sorry I missed it. I kind of got a little bit of a late start here. Turn and Burn, good to see you again, Turn and Burn. Welcome. Awesome to have you along. So we're just about to the point where we're going to get this bad boy fired up here. We've got the route in, we've got all of our speeds in, our flex temperature. Now we just need to throw some altimeters and some runway headings and things like that in, and we're going to do a quick departure briefing, get the engine started, and yeah, we'll be out of here. So you're here at just the right time to catch departure, and should be a lot of fun. We currently have information whiskey here. So it's winds right now at Denver 250 at 8, and again, this is just a repeat from what we saw on the electronic flight bag there. And the altimeter, this is the only thing I don't have set. I need to get this changed over from hectopascals to whatever it is we use here in the States. 2984 is what that translates to. So let's come over here and get that set. 2984 is set once and twice. That looks good. Now for the Baylor 6 departure, let's take a real quick look at that, and actually this is a good time to brief this departure. So we'll hop over there, and here's what it looks like. Again, we're departing runway 17 left, so we'll be out of there on a 173 heading, and then we're going to make a turn on a 219er to the Gorok intersection. That's going to take us out here to Breckham. We need to be below 10 at Breckham, but then above 11 at Waker, and then above 14 at Tulo, and then, I'm sorry, this isn't Waker. What am I thinking? This is Walker. This is all old Colorado Rockies. Now I'm forgetting who this guy was. Doggone it. Go Rock. I don't know if it's Breakham, Walker, Tulo, Helton, Matsui, Baylor. That's Don Baylor. Oh yeah, this is a good one. I like this one. But anyway, there's the altitude restrictions as we go, and then we're heading out here to the Teru transition to get out of this, or to get off of this departure. So let's the top altitude here is flight level 230, and we'll get that set, and we will also set the rest of that information here in, this has to be 173. That's that initial, just in case we need it, runway heading, and then 230 for this first altitude restriction. Okay, that was good that we heard that altitude horn going through there at about 5,000, because the field elevation here at Denver is 5450, so that was a good little self-check there. Speaking of checks and tests, we need to run right back through the panel here and make sure I didn't miss anything. There's not a lot of these on, even though this is a little bit of an older aircraft, there are really not a lot of those tests that you see like on the Boeing aircraft. Here's one of them, the cockpit voice recorder test. So you can push that guy and you see the needle move a little bit. That's about it. Perfect. Kind of working our way down these two panels. I don't see a lot of tests here to perform. Nope, I think that's good there. Kind of work our way up the middle and the right panel here. Same thing. It's not a ton of things to test. This was an aircraft that really started to make use of much more modern systems, and the computers do the test, basically do the test for you. Here's about the last one I think we can do. It's the annunciator test. Gives you a little windshaw. Lights up the Christmas tree and all that good stuff. So that looks like it's working just fine, and there we go. Yeah, too low. 0.34, Rockies baseball, right? The old The old second baseman there, Troy Tulowitzki. Or no. Shortstop, Troy Tulowitzki. All right, so speed set, altitude set, heading set, landing altitude. We do need to set that landing altitude, and that's down here, kind of hidden away a little bit. What is Nellis Air Force Base? I think it's up there just a little bit. A couple thousand feet, as I remember. And yeah, 1860. Let's get that set. That helps with our depressurization. 1850, that'll be close enough. And all right, we just have to confirm that everything's shut door-wise, and I think it should be. Yep, everything there is shut. We've got all of our fuel, all of our cargo, all of our passengers. We even managed to squeeze in the 65 people from the 757 Spy right at the last minute there. Somebody's going to have to work the refueling station, though, you guys. So we got the refueling station here. This is the tanker version of the iniBuilds A310. So yeah, somebody here is going to have to get to work on this sucker, get it set up just in case. Just in case. I'm not saying we have to, but just in case. You do seem to remember him having some wild hair back in the day. Yeah, there were some good ones. There were more than a few mullets back in the day when the Rockies were really good there. Dante Bichette and Larry Walker, Troy Tulowitzki. So the doors are confirmed closed. Ground equipment is out of here. And let's go back to our menu here. Just making sure, yep, all that stuff is out of here. I don't think I have chocks or anything on. Let's just do a quick ATIS update here. Just because we can. Yep, everything still seems to be about the same. 0 at 0, or 260 at 8. Yep, altimeter 2984. That looks good. And yep, doors closed. Chocks are gone. Fueling truck, cargo truck, all that stuff is gone. We're going to taxi. We're going to push back nose to the left, and we're going to taxi all the way out. I think we have to go. Up and around, all the way around over here to 17 left. But should be fun. You guys will enjoy it. Probably be the most exciting part of the flight, if I'm being totally honest with you. And let's get the pushback guy coming. Oh, you know what? I don't know that I have that set. I might not have that keyboard shortcut. No, I don't. Oh my goodness, start. I like to use Shift P even though it's already assigned. I don't ever need the 3D path reset, so I use Shift P to call my tug.
Ground to cockpit, please show me where you want to go.
Now, this is what I'd like to do. Push back to about here.
Ground to cockpit, toes driving up.
That will work for me. Beautiful Colorado International Airport. For those of you coming over from the 757 Spy stream, this is a brand new series that we're starting today. Our goal is to visit every one of the Bravo airports in the United States, and we're doing it in kind of a fun way. I hope it's fun anyway. We are letting the Wheel of Names pick the next airport that we go to, and then we're letting the community decide what airplane to fly. So what I did probably, I don't know if it was quite a month ago, but
all doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
But I decided we'll start in Denver. It's the closest Class Bravo to where I live, and then we randomly picked the first airport, which was Nellis Air Force Base. And so I threw out, I have 3 planes that would kind of fit in that military genre, and I put a little poll up and on my Discord channel, and this is the one that was selected. And we'll do that same thing during this flight. Actually, when we get to top of climb, I will be spinning the Wheel of Names to determine our next airfield. I'll advertise that on the Discord channel. In addition to the poll for the next aircraft that we'll choose, and then we'll set a date. I kind of have some dates carved out. I'm going to do this probably once or twice a month.
Connected. Bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Just depending on what's going on. I might be able to do a couple here during this month, just because I have a little time off on Christmas break. So anyway, that's what's going on, and hopefully you'll be able to hang out and be a part of that. Alright, so let's get the beacon going. Since we are on the move, we need to have that guy on. Our transponder should be on ALT already, and we're going to go ahead. Let's go starter B today for Bravo Tour. And you heard the APU bleeds getting turned down, so we've got some air to get things started. Starter valve 2 is open. Kind of your standard aircraft start. We're going to watch N2 spin up to 20% or thereabouts and introduce fuel. Got a little small dog alert going on in the background there. Always on, always ready. Do have a little bit of sad news for those of you that follow the channel. We had to put one of our two small dogs down. Actually, just a little over a week ago. It was kind of a bad day on Monday, but yeah, he served us well and was a pretty sick little guy toward the end there. We made it through Thanksgiving, so everybody got to see him, which was really, really nice. And then we went and made sure he didn't suffer longer than he needed to. So, but kind of a little bit of a sad week for us last week, and thought I would mention that. I was intended to kind of do something last week, but if I'm being honest, I was just a little too raw and emotional about it. I didn't want to blubber on screen like an idiot, so I thought I'd just wait and just mention it today. So we're down to 1. We still have a small dog alert system, but I'm going to try to add another emote there for my little black dog named Oreo, because he was definitely a key player in the small dog alert system, as you guys that follow the channel can probably remember.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Alright, we're spinning up number 1. We'll go ahead and set the brake though at the same time here. Good brake pressure. There's 16%. Yeah, Tim, it was, it's hard to say goodbye to those little critters, man. They just grow on you. They're just part of the family. But it happens. Fuel flow's coming up. We've got oil pressure and temperature. N2's on the rise, EGT's on the rise, N1's on the rise. Everything's looking great there. You can see over here we also have some of the first of its kind digital readouts of the engine systems. So even though this is one of those planes, it's a little on the older side. It had some pretty nice modern avionics and digital systems monitoring tools.
Tow has been disconnected.
Vibrations are good.
Hand signal on the right. See you next time. Have a safe flight.
He's going to be out of our way here in just a moment, and we can get the rest of our after start checklist taken care of here. So we need to go ahead and turn the ignition off. We can check on some things up here now. Again, Gen 1, good. Gen 2, also good. Our essential transfers also making good power. So essential bus is good as well. So that means that we can go ahead and turn the APU off because we're making engine power. And so let's see, we'll turn the bleeds off first, and then the APU master will come off. I'm going to need a little bit of light, it looks like here. Holy moly. Let's just get the dome light on for now. Do I have anything? I don't remember if I have anything up here. Nope, I don't think I do. Let's just take a second. I know this is mainly shadow, but it is kind of getting to that time where we might have a need for some light. So I'm going to get all this stuff going. Plus, this has pretty awesome night lighting. If I'm also just confessing here, I do like my night lighting in this plane. The backlighting is just fantastic. And it's got lots of little places that you have to spin around and get set up, so that's always a good thing. Okay, so that's after start. We've got the APU, ignition off, APU off, master APU bleed, and APU master off. Anti-icing is not yet needed, although as we get a little bit closer to Nellis, we might have to turn that baby on. Of course, we'll monitor and pay attention to things as we go. Speed brake, we can go ahead and arm. And then the, I want to just double check. Yeah, we're good to go. I should have checked those a little bit earlier, but that's okay. Trim needs to be set for takeoff. It is. And then the slats and flaps are going to set them for slats 15 and flaps 15. That's 2 notches back on the throttle or on the flaps lever. And we'll watch this guy come down here to slats 15, and then the flaps will also come down to flaps 15. And yeah, we'll pretty much be ready to go. It's coming down. While that's coming down, let's go ahead and turn the weather back on. Comms are good. ATC is good. TARA is good. Everything up there looks fine. Slats and flaps are confirmed. Okay. We can go ahead and make our taxi out, and we'll get flying here. We're just, like I said, we're going to head on down to, looks like it's, head on down here and go hang a quick right and jump on Mike, and then it's going to be a left on Mike down to Echo Delta, and then hang a right on Echo Delta. That'll shoot us around 17 right over to 17 left. No, I have not messed around with the refueling on this plane. I have seen it in a couple of tutorial videos, but I just haven't had a chance to try it out myself. Have any of you guys messed around with it at all? It looks kind of cool, you know, just kind of unique and not something a guy would do like, you know, every day, but it'd be fun to make it work at least once.
Denver traffic, Giant 4142, heavies departing the area to the northwest, last call, Denver.
Have a good flight, Captain. All right, so we're passing, this is Lima. We'll be making that next left-hand turn onto Mike. Not had a lot of luck with some of these interesting little add-ons. Like, I still haven't launched skydivers out of the Thuranda PC6. I still haven't been able to drop cargo out of the Milviz PC6 either. So I don't know. I just I need to spend a little time messing around with that, I guess. Got the time slider bump back, obviously. It's pretty dark here in the Mountain West right now, but I thought it'd be kind of fun to fly a late afternoon flight and just make our way down into Nellis. Maybe get down there.
Denver traffic, Frontier Flight 483, 10 mile final 416 right, Denver.
Maybe get down there around sunset. I'm going to go ahead and do this. We're going to... Oh, I need to initialize weights. Holy moly. I don't have everything set up. Wow, that was bad. That's going to be in the INIT here, and that's in the next page, right? No, ref. Oh man, wait a second. Not allowed. All right, let's one thing at a time here. Let's find Echo Delta, which I think is one more little taxiway over, and then we'll try to put the weights in there. I thought that was in the INIT page, but I must be wrong here. Iowa Scotsman's here. Hey, man. How are you?
Oh, Mana.
Good seeing you. Happy Tuesday, buddy. Forgot to put the initial ref weights in there, Iowa Scotsman. I kind of missed a step, I think, on my checklist here. So luckily we've got a little time. We're heading out to 1-7 left at Denver. So if I can just remember what the heck I'm doing here. Okay, so it was not in the INIT. All right, let's do this. Perhaps I needed to send it from the load sheets. Send to that, compute that. And send the data to the FMS. Maybe that's what I didn't do. Received company takeoff data. That should give me everything I need for the V speeds. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, it's not letting me go to my next page here. But one thing I need to do here is I need to put the cost index in. That's important. I use 44 just because I don't know what they want. Yeah, it's not letting me go to that next page of the INIT, which is where you put in zero fuel weight and all that good stuff. Well, I don't know what we're going to have to do here, guys. Yep, that's all I can see. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's a kind of a goofy mistake on my part, to be totally honest with you. But I don't honestly know that it's a killer mistake. I suppose if we get going and we're like all over the place, speed-wise and altitude-wise, maybe we'll regret it. But we'll have this up for now, and we'll see, I guess, if I don't really have any messages there that indicate I can't take off. So what the heck? Let's see, what do we have here? MLG Justin Bieber Superfan XX. Welcome. Thanks for the follow. Now let's stop here. Let's get everything ready to go. And before takeoff check, we need the landing lights on. I didn't actually turn the taxi lights on here because it's pretty nice. We'll go ahead and just put everything on though right now. Strobes can go to auto. The ignition to continuous relight. I'm going to go ahead and put the... See, I've got all the probe heats on. That's confirmed. Auto brake is going to go to max, just in case we need to go rejected takeoff. Transponder is confirmed TARA. Indeed, it is. And then let's start the chrono here. Okay, I think we're about ready to go. Denver traffic, Eagle 11816 is departing runway 17 left, Denver. We are Alpha 11816, call sign Eagle. We're going to see if that sticks. I don't know that that's legal to do, but we're going to see if center is okay with it. Final is clear. We did have one aircraft that was inbound.
Denver traffic, Frontier Flight 483, clear of 16 right taxi.
Okay, yep, he's already down. He's on the other side of the airfield, so we're good to go. Not much snow here, just yet here. Even though we're, into end of the first week of December, we just haven't got the snow. So it looks a little bit strange right now, seeing all this green grass. All right, throttle up. Stabilized and toga. A little bit of a crosswind departure there. Wind's off our right-hand side. We'll correct for that. And flex takeoff power set. 80 knots cross-checked. B1, rotate. Positive rate, gear up. First notch of flaps coming up. Start to make that turn. Slats coming up. Yeah, we'll see you later, Denver. Like a typical cowboy riding off into the sunset. I'll level off here. Kind of get the plane configured. Update the heading bug. And actually, we'll climb out of here on heading. And what do I want to climb out of here? I will go profile mode. Sounds good. Set that autopilot. Kind of blew past my intersection there, didn't I? That's all right. We'll just go to the next one. We're pretty close. Iowa Scotsman just called me the cat lady of flight sim. Yeah. Some have called me that. They're not wrong. I just don't have a lot of hobbies, man. It's like my main way to come home and relax and hang out with you guys. And so, yeah, if it costs me a few bucks on a plug-in here or there, what the heck? It's worth it. Through 10,000. Lights are coming off. Ignition is off. At this point in time, we'd be checking in with ATC, be handed over to at least departure/arrival, if not center, and they would clear us all the way up. So we're going to go ahead and spin us up to our top of climb, which will be 360. Okay, that is set. And back to the flight plan. So we're going to, I think the next one we're going to here is Burkham. Don't know, honestly, if I engage the nav now, if it'll fly to Burkham or try to turn back around and go to Gorok. Let's find out together. A modern FMC will fly to the next waypoint if you intercept. Yeah, there we go. We're in good shape there. Pentagon. They actually modeled personal plane collection, Melvin Leroy personal plane collection at Victorville. I'll have to see that, Pentagon. I'll believe that when I see it, my friend. Okay, so we're climbing on the profile, which means that the FMC is going to help us hit all these altitudes and maintain all these speeds, which is very helpful because I've got a couple of things. The COVID plane boneyard, yeah. Well, COVID was a large factor in me picking up, I would say, at least half of my collection. Part of it was I was cooped up like everybody else and was looking for something to do, and so I did indulge a little bit. But another part of me during that time was I was really trying to help out the developers, and they were offering some great aircraft, and so I thought it's my little way, my little contribution to helping those guys out. So it was a bad combination all the way around because I did end up with a lot of aircraft, but hopefully you've enjoyed seeing some variety here. Somebody trying to check in. Let's do this. Let's go. I'm gonna just let's get some chatter going here, so you don't have to just listen to me yammer on. I have a Scotsman bet you still have more than Melvin, and Pentagon saying the same. Yeah. Okay. Got some comm presets. I need to learn how to use those. I think you can set all those in there before you take off, and then you've got a way to kind of quickly go back and forth between the different stations that you want instead of having to enter them in. And now I think I've screwed up here because I want to go back to COM 1. What have I done? Clear, previous, no. This, no. What? Next. 4 or 5. Uh-oh. Recall. COM 2. I don't want COM 2. I want COM 1. Alright. Somehow I've switched to COM. I've switched to COM 2. Okay, fly the plane, then we'll figure out the comms. 2992. I've never had that problem before, but I did notice, that's what I was trying to show everybody, I did notice that you have the ability to preset things, which I thought was kind of cool, all the way up until I am now in COM 2 somehow. So let's see, do we have a menu? Yes, we do. Do I want the data link? I don't want the data link, I don't think. All that's good. I want, there we go, back to tune. So, yeah. Sega F117 cartridge in that. Yeah, Sim in 1994. That's about what's in this sucker, man. They use floppy disks to enter nav data, and it's really freaking cool. So let's go to the recall, and I'm going to do this instead. Let's, yeah, there's LA Center. 135.55. We will put that in ready to go, and then I want to go 135.55 over here in COM 2. And I want to monitor that. So that's what I was, all this business here, I was just trying to get to where we could monitor it here. So let's see. No, that's not what I want to do. I want to listen to it. I want that guy. There we go. Nope, that's not working either. Monitor VHF2. There we go. We might be a little too far away, but we have it and we'll just we'll keep it on in the background just so you again just have a little something to listen to, just for fun as we climb out. And then again, don't forget, stay for a little while longer. When we hit 360, we're going to be spinning the wheel of names, and we're going to be determining the next airfield that we visit on the Bravo Tour. Yeah, we're doing a new series starting today. Denver to Nellis Air Force Base. It's the very first Bravo airspace that we're going to visit, and we're going to try to get to all of them at some point. And we're not going to do a whole heck of a lot. It's not like we're going to try to do one every week, but once or twice a month, and we'll see. We'll see. It'll be fun. Oh, Turnerburn was talking about a game, the Sega F117 cartridge. Ah, gotcha. Sorry, I thought you were talking about like the computing power of this aircraft. Now, I don't know if this one's as bad as the A300, because I know this is a little bit newer, but the A300 had less computing power than that Teddy Ruxpin Bear or whatever. I mean, it was just crazy how little computing power it had and what it did with that. Pretty amazing. I'm sure the Sega in 1994 probably had a more powerful computer than this plane did. Alright guys, well, we're on our way up. We're doing good.
All aircraft on the ground in Los Angeles except for Southwest 7898, monitor tower 120.905.
Alright, sweet. We've got LA Center. I'm going to take just a little short break out of the cockpit. I'll be back for top of cruise, and we'll get all the hubbub going regarding the next leg of the Bravo Tour. I'll be back in just a second.
Westjet 1564, short line on runway 27, San Diego. Westjet 1564, runway 27, clear to land. Clear to land 27, Westjet 1564. Clearing 1248, runway 1 out of left, there's big on. Skycraft 803, better contact, climate change level 340, stay altitude.
Currently passing 6,300, and we'll climb maintain level 340, Skycraft 803.
Skywest 48C, radar service terminated, frequency change approved.
Radar service terminated for trade approved for Skywest 418. Have a nice day, 3. 106, we'd like to just go to Long Beach instead of John Wayne, land 26 left.
So 7898, climate change level 270, stay altitude.
2.5, flight level 270,
This could be kind of interesting, trying to get checked in with LA Center.
7,000, direct Clipper, Southwest 789.
Looks like he's controlling the entire airspace with the exception of tower at LAX. It's never a good thing. Could be interesting. We'll be on the descent at that point. Okay, we're on our way up. We're doing really good. Probably could turn the regular pack flow on, and we can turn the seatbelts off. All the rest of the runway takeoff lights can come off as well.
Somebody checking in? Oh, that's very funny, FedEx 367, LA Center, hello.
Hello, FedEx 367.
Radar 1248, radar contact, climate change level 240, stay altitude. Air Shuttle 335, runway 24, right, clear to land.
We're right, clear to land, Air Shuttle 335.
Delta 430, runway 24, right, clear to land. Delta 430, runway 24, I'm sorry, Delta 430, cancel landing clear.
I would say a
Central 335, cancel landing clear.
fairly,
747, be up to stop.
almost say a fairly beautiful part of the country here. We're going to go ahead and use that as our thumbnail. Rob, it's good to see you, my friend. Skull, welcome.
Skull, Sierra, Charlie, Oscar, Lee.
Ah, somebody else used Skull. Very nice, very nice. We're everywhere.
FedEx 367, descend via the Rockstar, 1 arrival, runway 26 left, Vegas altimeter.
Rob, did you get your new scenery installed there that you won on the Delta Virtual deal the other day? I think that sounded like a very, very fun event. Yeah, you got it in. It's beautiful. Awesome. Awesome.
LA Center, Southwest 3327 with you, flight level 300.
Rob Valkyrie is taking advantage of some of the sound effects we've got loaded up there. That, for those of you that are new to the channel, that's my grandson on the sound effects, affectionately known as the junior first officer. And you help me miss him less when I hear his voice, so I appreciate you guys using those. Gonna start flying in Europe more. Yeah, it's a lot of fun over there, Rob. I've done just a little bit of it, and I tell you what, they're super nice. They're very patient with the American pilots. They understand, you know, and yeah, it's a lot of fun. There's a lot of world to see, and I'm with you. I want to do more of that myself, and I keep saying I'm going to, but I never do, and I don't have anybody to blame but myself. Okay, I've got a kind of an exciting development here, guys. The A310 has had a glitch with the landing gear for the longest time, where it wouldn't retract with my Bravo throttle or my Bravo quadrant, and I just inadvertently did it like I do with every other plane, and it worked perfectly this time. So that's way cool. Yeah, especially where you're going to fly for this Santa Claus thing. I should look into that. That looks like a fun event. I wonder if there's any spots left, because that would be a fun one to fly in.
Delta 430, contact LA Tower, 120.95. Air Shuttle 335, proceed direct Mercy to rejoin the approach.
Turnberg flies Nellis as the departure in FSX a lot to LA or San Francisco. Yeah, it's a good kind of like in between spot, right? It's sort of about an hour ish, I think, maybe a little bit more. That's a good in between spot. There's a few spots left. I fly into Norway though, and it's light outside for only like an hour this time of year. Yeah. Well, Rob, you're here at just the right time. We're just about to get to top of climb and determine the next Class Bravo airspace we're going to fly to. So let me explain some of the rules about this. First of all, we let the wheel of names. Turn that guy down for just a minute. There we go. We let the wheel of names decide where we're going. And then you guys, as a community, you decide what aircraft I fly. I've got like, I'll narrow it down to 3 choices, basically. You know, we're not going to do something crazy like fly the Cessna 150 from LA to Boston. We're not going to do that, but we're going to try to pick something appropriate. Rob is sharing me the sunrise, sunset. I'll check that out here in just a minute, but and I just have a couple of caveats, okay? Number one is if we pick something, or if the wheel picks something that's like super close, like let's say it randomly chooses Las Vegas as the next airport, we're clearly not going to fly that. It's 10 miles from Nellis to Las Vegas. We're not going to do that. But we'll respin in that case. But if we come across something that's like not too long, maybe less than an hour, what I'll probably do is try to fly 2 legs and just kind of do a double header that day. So we've got a little bit of wiggle room in the airport's or the airport selection there. When is the refueling? So Brett, I've been back here, and I'm really afraid to touch things. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know how to work any of this, and so I know it all works. Like like you got lights. I don't have any power back here. I don't think. I don't. Do you know how to do this? Have you done this yet? You got to power it up, and you got to. I don't know. It looks. Yeah, I don't know. The 747 engineer panel scares me less than this refueling panel does. Yeah, Mr. Coffee, it's got to be here somewhere. Anyway, we'll worry about that later on. Boulder 65, hello Boulder 65. Yeah, like the 727 from Los Angeles to Seattle would be perfect. But again, we'll let the wheel decide where we're going. We'll let you, the community, decide how we're getting there, and then I'll advertise it. And I've got a whole Discord channel devoted to the Bravo Tour. Just as soon as we get to 360, that's what we're going to be doing. Right now we're climbing at 500 feet a minute, so I don't know if we just going to take our time, I guess, to get there, which that's totally okay. I don't have a problem with that. Yeah, we still have got plenty of time here for everything. Yeah, geez, 26 miles to Teru, and then we're out of the departure. Then there's Bryce Canyon, 260 miles. Yeah, so we've got we're in great shape here. This flight is, by the way, about an hour and 26 minutes. Might have been kind of optimistic to think 360. That's okay. Like I said, we'll deal with it, and we'll think departure, or sorry, we'll think arrival a little bit early, maybe before we hit LA. I want to kind of be on the descent. Yeah, I think I can be on the descent before we get into his airspace, because I kind of have a sense it's going to be a minute or two before we make contact with him, and I don't want to be stuck up there at cruise altitude. So there's top of climb coming up here in about 40 miles. So once we get to top of climb, we'll do our spin the wheel, and then we'll start immediately into thinking about top of descent here. This does have a top of descent calculator for us, but I like to double check and just make sure that the math works out. Especially when we just have an arrival, like nothing else, a localizer arrival to runway 21 right. That's it. That's all we have right now. So I want to make sure that we just double check. I should have got a little more tea while I was up. That's pretty good. I'm just about out. Good fixins. I watched a video on it once, but haven't used it. Yeah, that's exactly where I'm at. Like you've got to power it up somewhere, and then you turn all this stuff on, and then apparently, like when you get the wing AAR pods out there, then jets fly up to it, and yeah, see, I don't have any power to it at all right now. You can turn the floodlights on, but yeah, I don't even know how to power it up. Somebody just had way too much fun doing this, though. All right, back to business. Back to business. That's exactly right, Turn and Burn. And we've messed around with that stuff probably a little more than we should have in the past. That type of stuff, not that not that refueling system in particular. It's good. It's good. Oh, I didn't bring down Marty Moose tonight. Ah, man, so I'm not using either appropriate toasting device. I'm not using my ale horn, and I'm not using my December Marty Moose. Oh, dude. That ain't good. Panagon, oh my goodness, the level of quality of this stream is just going downhill in a hurry. In a big hurry. So the list of, I was just too excited for the Bravo tour. You're right. The list of airports that I grabbed for this, by the way, just so you know, was straight off Wikipedia, because as we all know, Wikipedia is 100% accurate. But one of the little choices I had to make was, should I include the military airstrips as well? Because when you think of Class Bravo airstrips, you don't normally think of military airstrips, but I thought that would be still pretty fun. I mean, I don't fly, I don't do DCS, and I don't fly that kind of stuff. And so this might be the only time I get to visit these airstrips, and many of them are just like Nellis. It's just kind of tucked in along with Las Vegas into that Class Bravo. So it's apparently considered a Class Bravo as well. So you'll see some military airspaces here as well, and who knows, that might be what gets selected. I don't know. Everything's in there from Honolulu to Miami to Boston to, I mean, everywhere in between. So I was initially, I tried to make the route myself, kind of tried to craft it out sort of carefully, and try to see if I could come up with some routes that weren't too long, and maybe end in Hawaii or something fun like that. But it was just too difficult to do. There's too many areas of the country where there's like a bunch of Class Bravos just like squeezed all together, like Houston, or the Texas area is one of them, or up around Washington D.C. or New York. There's just areas where it's just, they're all clumped together. So yeah, they're in use for in emergency for civilian air. Yeah, Turner Burn. Yeah, it was interesting to learn about that. So I thought, yeah, that's important. I mean, this channel in and of itself is a little bit of a tribute to military history. So I definitely didn't want to leave that out, and I thought, yeah, it'll be fun. I kind of kicked around doing a separate like military tour, which I also thought would kind of have been fun. But at the end of the day, I thought, let's just throw it all in a hat and see what comes up. We'll trust the wheel. Yeah, well, it's not going to be today, Turn and Burn, but what it might be for the next one. And if that's the case, then I'll start to advertise, because I'm hoping that as this series kind of grows, that you guys will fly along with me, and we can have like a string of, cargo planes or 747s, or whatever it happens to be. Some of these routes might be short enough that we do like a regional turbojet or something. Turboprop. I mean, there's a variety of ways to get from Bravo to Bravo. All right, boys and girls, the moment has come. We are at the top of climb, flight level 360, and I believe it's time. Don't click that. I want to click this. I want to bring over the wheel of names. The wheel of names. So I have all of the Bravos in here. I'm going to click this bad boy, and we're going to see where we go. I'm just going to make the call right now. The only one we won't fly to is if it comes up Las Vegas. If it comes up Las Vegas, we're going to spin again. So here we go. Press click to spin. Let's see where we're going. It looks like it will be Minneapolis-St. Paul for the next flight. Very good. So we'll take that off the board, and we will start to plan that for the next flight. So I'm going to make a note here. And that's going to be a little bit longer than today's flight, a couple of hours. So I think, I'm probably going to do these sort of like on a Tuesday night, midweek flight type of thing. So I think we'll just do a single leg again for that. That'll be fun. And I'll determine the aircraft options and put a poll up on my Discord channel. Here's the channel I'm using, by the way. Let me see if I can I create an invite? Yes, I can. Here, I'm going to give you this invite. This will be the invite that's good for the next 7 days. If you want to have a vote in the aircraft that we will choose to fly to the next destination, please join my Discord and just look for a poll coming up in that channel here. Yeah, maybe by the end of the night we'll set it up, and I can even get you guys to start voting on it today. So that'll be fun. Nellis to Minneapolis-St. Paul. Very good, very good. All right, so the next thing we need to do here, I'm feeling like that's going to be like a passenger flight. Like, again, maybe like that could potentially be that 727 like Boulder was talking about. That'd be a great choice. Let's see if I have the top of descent. Yeah, I've got that set up. It looks like it's coming in right after Bryce Canyon. So let me do some calculating, and you help me out. Double check my math here, if you don't mind. So we're coming in on the what'd I say, ILS or localizer? I need to check here. Approach is the flight plan 21 right. Well, you know what? It doesn't matter. We'll use radio navigation, and I will set the ILS. So we need to be at 5,000 at Sheet here, and Sheet is right there. So we're coming in and shooting from Suvi to Sheet. We need to be down at 5,000. All right, so we're currently at 360, so that means we need to lose 31,000 feet. I like to multiply times 3 and then round up a little bit, so 31 times 3 is 93. And let's just round that up to an even 100. So that means when I'm 100 miles from Sheet, 100 miles from Sheet, and I guess I could maybe even make it easier. Yeah, we'll just say 100 miles from Sheet. So Sheet is 13 miles from the airfield. All right, keep that in mind here. So like 113 miles is where I need to be down to 5,000 feet. All right. So as I look at Suvi, clearly we're 13 miles. So if I start my descent here, I'm screwed. I need to be already down there. And in fact, Suvi, I'll probably vector myself if ATC doesn't help me well before Suvi, and we'll pick up that ILS right out here. So we back up and let's take a look at Bryce Canyon. What's Bryce Canyon here? 144 nautical miles away. So yeah, so that that top of descent indication on my FMC appears to be about right. It's saying it's going to be somewhere after Bryce Canyon here. So yeah, I feel good about that. I think we'll just trust that. I think it's going to be good. We've got, oh my goodness, Meredith is coming in here with a raid party of 14. Meredith, ATC mom, great to see you. Welcome everybody from the Meredith channel. Happy Tuesday. Skull, controller ballin', great to see you. Thanks for that follow there, controller ballin'. Awesome to have everybody here, and welcome. We're doing a brand new series today called the Bravo Tour. We just departed Denver International. We're heading towards Nellis Air Force Base, which is right down there by Las Vegas, and our goal is to visit all of the Class Bravos in the United States. We're going to do one or two of these a month. We're going to take our time, spread this out over a while, obviously, but you missed it. We just selected the next airport, and it was Minneapolis-St. Paul. We spin the wheel of names in order to select our next airport, and then what I end up doing is I end up giving my Discord community the vote for which aircraft we're going to fly. So yeah, looking forward to that. I'll be putting a poll up on my Discord so people can vote on that here shortly. In fact, I'm kind of trying to work on that while I talk to you guys, so that's why maybe I seem a little more scattered brained than usual. But yeah, that's what's going on. By the way, for those of you coming in from the Meredith channel, welcome. My name is Brant. Welcome to the stream. This is the Melvin Leroy stream. I do a combination of general aviation and vintage airliners. And yeah, I stream Tuesdays and Saturdays about 6 o'clock in the evening Mountain Time. I'm pretty sure that's about like 1487 Zulu, somewhere in there. Give a couple of Zulus. But yeah, anyway, glad to have you aboard, and hope you enjoy what you see here today. Had to show them a good time in MBS first. I can't help that I missed the poll. Well, hey, I understand, man. I understand. There's priorities. There's priorities. You got to stay focused. Got to stay focused. So here's kind of what I'm thinking. I tried to like put together some choices, some common choices for where we could fly and what we would fly if we flew that, and oh, there we go. I think I've got the notes set up here. So yeah, so I've got, if we end up going to some military places, then I've got 3 different military options. Obviously, this is one of them. This iniBuilds A310. Wait a second. What is going on? Pentagon, you just tossed out a gift sub to the community. What? Yeah. And so, all right. Luminator, 1974. You're now an ascriber, and you let's see. Does he hold that coveted ascriber position? I don't know if he does. It should. But yeah, thank you so much for doing that, Pentagon. I appreciate that greatly. And Luminator, now you can go. Yeah, you can toss around that Bravo Tour emote there, the brand new, hot off the presses. It's still warm. It's like just out of Blue Fox's oven warm. That blue and white Bravo Tour emote. Thank you so much, Pentagon. All right. Anyway, back to business here. So for the military, I've got this A310. I do have a Janet livery in that old school 737-200, and I have an Air Force livery in that 757. I think they call it Air Force 2 or something like that. Looks pretty good. That flight factor 757. But I think what we would do here is, I don't know that we would call this a long haul. It's only going to be about 2 hours. So I'm feeling like that 727 is going to definitely be one of our choices here for this medium haul flight. I think without a doubt. So yeah, I think that might be a very, very good choice there. Can we get a shot of tonight's livery real quick? Oh, absolutely. We're in the cargo. No, I'm sorry, not the cargo. The air transport U.S. Air Force version here, and this is the one where you can do the mid-air refueling, but I don't know how to use that. So yeah, my bot will toss out, you know, some Philippians from time to time there, Meredith, and always like to have the good vibes going. See if keep your mind on the right things, right? Yeah, it's these iniBuild guys have done a really nice job here. Not unheard of for the military to contract with civilian air. Yeah, absolutely. And so, well, maybe what we need then is maybe one of these guys is a choice as well. I don't know. We'll have to see. I show off my wall of crosses during my streams, and oh man, I missed that. Oh, thanks, Controller Ballin. Yeah, appreciate that. Appreciate that. It's a great way to kind of end the day. I like to start with a little devotional, and then end the night with a stream with the, you know, just a reminder coming across every now and again. So yeah. All right. Well, I'm back to rambling again. Oh, I know one other thing I need to check here is ATC coverage. Again, Los Angeles is there. Trying to remember where Bryce Canyon is. We're going to be right on the edge of his controlled airspace. I think I might ask for forgiveness instead of permission. I think I'm going to wait until I start the descent before I contact him, just because he is a lone center controller. We know how that works. On that note, I'm out of here. Gonna see y'all later. All right, Meredith, thank you so much for coming in. I don't have anything left to toast you with. A little bit of tea. But Skull, have a fantastic rest of your Tuesday, and we'll see you next time. Thanks again for coming in. P-Balls, yeah, thanks, man. It's a nice looking livery. That's so this is the whole thing that I need to learn how to do though in this plane. I mean, this is what this plane's all about. It's basically just the 310, you know, from iniBuilds, but this is the spot that you can do all that refueling magic. But I don't even know how to turn it on. I've watched one video, and I know how it looks when a person that uses it, that knows what they're doing, is using it, but like I don't even know how to turn it on. I mean, I see an on button, but it's not it's not one I can click. Although I don't think that's how you power this on. So anyway, start pushing press. Start pressing buttons like cats. Yeah, that's what I need to do. So I don't even know. Like, only certain things are clickable back here, so it's pretty limited in terms of, like, I don't think you could really get yourself in a lot of trouble. Let's just hover over stuff and see what's clickable. Nothing really on the keyboard here. Yeah, I don't think anything there is modeled. Nope. Yep, we've talked about we can turn those on if we ever can establish power back here. Oh, there's a red light. There's master. There that I think that's how you can extend those AirPods. AirPods AA. I think you turn on the Pod Prime. Good Fixins, you're being a bad friend here. And the master would be one. Pod Prime. So that one right there. I'm clicking on it, nothing's happening. Yeah, I'm not getting any power here. I am clicking. Nothing. Those aren't clickable. Must be another master somewhere. I wonder if there's something. I wonder if there's something up in the cockpit. We've got a little bit of time before we get to top of drop, so I wonder if there's something here. Maybe there's something in the EFB. I wouldn't think so, because they didn't have this back in the 70s when this plane was flying. Maybe there's something that has to be turned on here. Not seeing anything there. Nothing here, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think. All right, Brett's going to do some YouTube research. He'll get back to us. And so a new goal for tonight's flight is we're going to try to midair refuel in this bad boy. While you do that, I'm going to look around just to see, just in case there might be something somewhere around here. This is all weather stuff, ECAM stuff. Yep, nope. This is just all comms and nav aids. Anything here? No, nope, nothing there. Parking brake, power. There's a red caged master overhead on the fuel panel. There's a red caged master.
Susie.
Talking about up on this panel there. Hey, good fixing snow on the back panel. Them's my shoes is here. Okay, very cool. Maybe this guy here. Uh-oh. Oh, mama. I don't speak Italian, but I think that says master power. Ooh, we're about to have a serious structural failure or something here, because I'm sure there's going to be like a bunch of stuff like make sure you don't extend the AAR pods above flight level 320 and oops, hold on. All right, so here we are. We're everything. Oh, look at all the little green lights. Hydraulic valves are open, the blue and the yellow, but the green one's closed. None of this is clickable, by the way, so we're good to go. So like master on, right master on. Okay, nothing's coming out of there that's not supposed to. Oh, you think I'm going to be able to watch that, Fixie? That starts at the. You're just going to have to walk me through this. I think we just have to do a trail here, don't we? Oh, look at that! It's you can see it starting to extend. Oh, mama! I should probably have some keys bound to this. Top right. Uh-oh. There's nothing in it right now. Oh, baby, look at that. Would you look at that? Alright, that's progress, my friend. So top right. You must mean up here, top right. Okay. Won't actually refuel though because there isn't any in the center tank. So I see fuel quantity. Oh, so you're talking about like in the center tank of the actual wing fuel quantity. Okay, right there. Oh, since we don't have enough, we have to. It pumps it out of the center tank. Is that what you're telling me? Oh man. The center tank needs at least 3,000 kilograms. Well, at least we can extend these and, oh, you can pump fuel around? So, would it be wise to do that? You want to try to, oh, look at that! Look at that! Where are the F-16s at? Alright, well, we could attempt to cross-feed here a little bit. It wouldn't be terrible to try to... I don't think I have 3,000 to spare. I only have 6,000 total. 7,000. Do I have enough? What do you think? Should we try it? Alright, how do I cross-feed this? Cross-feed... And then, nope, it's not letting me do that. Trying to remember how to do this. Nope, I want to. I wonder if you have the ability to do it back here. Probably not. No. Just shows you what you've got. I'd be pretty low on fuel if I did that. Oh boy. If I did a mid-air refueling right now, it would probably really screw up my flight. So, alright, well, we know this for next time. 3,000 in center tank, we got to have that, and then we know how to extend. We know how to turn the power on. We know how to extend the pods. Now we'll just rewind them. Wait, what the... I don't think I wanted to do that. But yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that on the next one. I'm sure we'll be back in this plane at some point. Oh, rewind. Gosh, there we go. Rewind. I can't. Yep. Once I let off it. Okay. Well, that's baby steps. That's step one in the refueling process. Thank you for putting the link up. Yeah, that'll be good. That'll be good for me to look at. Oh, speaking of links, did you catch a glimpse of the YouTube link that our... might be as far up as it goes, that Michael put up from the Bush League flight last night? The guy, he's got a full-on Cessna sim, man, and it was amazing. It was so cool. It's over there in the Downwind Sim General channel if you want to check it out. But what a nice guy. Yeah, he's done some serious work. Can try to hold that. I don't know if it goes up any further or not. Yeah, it's probably pretty doggone close. Let's go check. Yep, they appear to be fully retracted. So, alright, well, that'll be kind of cool. That'll be kind of cool to mess around with, I'll be honest with you. It's just kind of a goofy little thing. So, we would want to turn the power off here and here. And, yeah, I mean, like you say, you got some floodlights going. Panel lighting, all that stuff. Alright, yeah, but we'll put it to bed for now. And we need to start thinking a little bit about our arrival here. There's Bryce Canyon, and we should have, just past Bryce Canyon, we should have our top of descent. What do we have here? Yep, right there. So, yeah, about 40 miles or so past Bryce Canyon. That'll be good. And so for us, looking at the Volanta map, oh, well, that's just... that's exactly what we didn't want to have happen. We lost Los Angeles and we gained Denver. So I timed that perfectly. Okay, so never mind. We're going to go ahead and just descend on our own volition. So we'll set this down to 5,000. That's going to be that. That's not the initial altitude fix, but the where we need to be to get down to. That might have been right where the glide slope was. I think we need 8,800 for that initial fix onto the localizer arrival. 2-1. Did I say 2-1 right? I think it's 2-1 right. That's the side that has all the military ramp, the big heavy ramp area. So we'll set that and be ready to rock and roll. Oh yeah, you have to also set the descent there by clicking. Took me a long time. You got this little hover spot, and that simulates, I think, either pulling the knob out or poking it in. That arms your descent basically, so it'll stay on. The profile mode will fly you down easy peasy lemon squeezy. Yeah, that's the other thing. If you're new to the channel, we do something on the first Monday of every month called the Bush League Backcountry Fly-In. And I was privileged enough to be the host last night. We flew around the mountains of Wyoming. We did some investigating of some military prisoner of war camps and some local, little-known Amelia Earhart history there in the mountains of Wyoming, crazy as that might sound. And if you happen to connect with a guy named Downwind Sim, he's the other portion of that flight planning committee. He's actually the one that does most of the custom objects, and he's pretty much the mad scientist of X-Plane. Let's be honest. He's probably in the background listening right now, just lurking and listening and waiting to spring out at the right moment. But anyway, we had somebody fly for the first time last night, and he posted his link, his view of it, and he's got a really cool Cessna cockpit that he's built, and wow, was it neat. He's built it as a trainer, obviously, for himself, and really something. I tell you what, I enjoy seeing the events. I enjoy making the scenery and putting together the itinerary and all that stuff. I enjoy flying them, but I think what I enjoy the most is watching other people fly and enjoy what's going on. And you probably heard Good Fixins talking earlier. He mentioned also that the density altitude was just a little crazy last night. I mean, there were a few of these airstrips were up there 7,000-8,000 feet. Then the most difficult, the most challenging one was actually it was 9,000 plus or something like that. So anyway, but if you're interested in anything like that, you can actually go to downwindsim.com and you can see the different event briefings, and we have scenery downloads and things like that, and they're available for free, and they work really, really well in X-Plane 11. We don't really have anything modeled for Microsoft Flight Simulator, if that's your sim of choice, although many of the places that we fly, the airstrips and stuff are there in MSFS just kind of natively, so you can enjoy the same experiences basically and fly to the same places. The only thing you miss out on is we do like to put a few Easter eggs in and give you some bonus material to spice things up just a little bit, and for us, we can only model that. We only know how to model that in X-Plane, so you miss out on a little bit of that kind of stuff, but still pretty darn fun. So set your calendars for the first Monday in January. That'll be our next one, 6 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. Again, 9712 Zulu, is that right? Good Fixins? I think that's the Zulu conversion. Yeah, so anyway, love to have you join us. We had about 10 guys last night. That's kind of the typical, Dirty Dozen type of thing. Six Mountain Standard Time, does that convert to like 1407 Zulu or 4917 Zulu, something like that? I'm trying to remember. It's pretty close to that, but most people just kind of have that memorized anyway. So, but Good Fixins was one of the guys that flew along with us. He's a right proper bush hooligan. .34 I think might have been doing some confirmation of my Zulu conversion, my London time conversion. So I do appreciate that, Tim. Thank you, man. The one thing about last night's Bush League Backcountry Flying is I think we ended up setting a new record for bent airframes. Yeah, I think I'm going to need a 4917 Zulu mode if I'm going to stick around. Yeah, that's 4917 or 0100, I guess. I'll trust .34 because he has math in his name, so I can't argue with the guy. Oh, that was Good Fixins actually that said that. Sorry. Good Fixins, I am going to be very skeptical of him giving you the accurate time. I think 4917 Zulu sounds more correct than 0100. That's like a made-up fake time. That's like what Jet Pilot Cinnamon calls Mountain Standard Time, that fake made-up time. He's out there on the East Coast. He thinks everything revolves around Eastern Standard Time. All right. Oh, that's true. Your St. Louis facts. That's right. You did provide some good facts. Hey, by the way, have you went out and picked up the new Lambert scenery? Looks really awesome. I haven't grabbed it yet. I also still haven't grabbed Boise, but those are a couple on my short list. Happy to inform you, Controller Ballin says it does revolve around Eastern Standard Time. Dang it, Ballin, you're supposed to back me up on that. Haven't gotten either of those either. Yeah. Oh, why did you get modded on the word gotten? Wow. Hey, all right. Controller Ballin. Watching you. Got it. Did you just get modded because you used bad grammar? Is there a grammar bot? I think I have not gotten either is correct, but maybe you did want gotted. I've lost on that one. Ain't not getting. Okay, you guys, keep the high fives to a minimum, please. You East Coasters. Alright, just about to top a drop, and then we'll start down and in. And again, one of the things that we need to make sure we have on is the terrain radar. Of course, you guys all know that there is a significant amount of elevation issue in the Las Vegas area, so we want to make sure we're safe. This computer, for being an oldie, is still a goodie. It really does a pretty good job of keeping you where you need to be. And, well, it does a good job of following what's in the FMS. So I'm feeling okay. I'm feeling confident. We're going to be going through some icing conditions, so I'm going to probably need a little anti-ice. Let's go ahead and just check the descent checklist right now. Yeah, anti-icing will be, I think we'll go ahead and turn that on, actually. That is, if I remember where it's at. Up here, right? No, over... Where the heck is it? Could have swore it was over on this side. Probe heater... Oh, there it is. Got right in the middle. Turn that on. There we go. There we go. Oh, and of course a weather update. But I'm looking at the forecast here on SkyVector, and it does say that we have icing conditions. definitely have the temperatures to potentially lead to icing conditions. So I hope it stays clear. If it stays clear, that's awesome. I'll turn that off here. But for now, I'm going to keep it on. And all right, we're through top of descent. Are we starting down finally? Yep, there we go. There we go. Kind of have to remember with this plane again, it's for its time quite cutting edge, and the avionics and all that stuff very, very, very well done. Still, a lot of it stands the test of time, but it's not going to be the same kind of crisp and clean, you know, altitude capture and all that, you know, localizer capture as you're going to get like in an A320 or something. Plus, it's a bigger airplane, so it just takes a little bit of time to get the old girl pointed in the right direction. All right, so anti-ice is currently on. We are going to just double check the altimeter here at Nellis. It was 299.2 a little while ago. It still is. Winds are now, they picked up a little bit, 020 at 3. So, we may change our mind here. We might come around. If the winds are coming out of the northeast, we might come around and pick up runway 3 left instead of 21 right. So I think what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to set the ILS frequency. Now the problem is we've calculated our top of descent off of 21 right. So I'm going to have to do some, I'm going to have to help myself out here a little bit. I don't think we have ATC. We may get it at some point, but for now we don't. Yeah, so let's just do this. I'm going to put in the ILS runway. Ooh, the Sin City visual. Oh man, that looks fun. That looks fun. We do have visual conditions. Once we have to get down a ways though. Broken at 11,000. What do you guys think of this? Those are mountains. Yep, those are definitely mountains. What do you think of this, guys? Do you want to shoot the Sin City visual into runway 3 left? We would get radar vectors to Hassel, which is where? Right here, Hassel. We need to be at 6,500. I've never done this, but I think this looks fun. Let's try this. I'm going to set my altitude right now for 6,500. So we'll get radar vectors out here to Hassel. We need to be at 250 or less, no later than Hassel. Okay. It looks like we're going to come in here off of the Nellis VOR on, what is this, a 277? Oh, I can get all that stuff set up. Heck yeah, man. Are you guys down for that? You want to do that? Happy little granite clouds. We have no opinion on that. All right, so I'm going to do this, you guys. Rob, thank you. Thank you for being interactive here. Nellis. What the heck is the Nellis frequency? $135.50. All right, let's set this guy here. Oh, do I have to come off? I might have to come off to be able to use this. All right, let's wait. Oh yeah, this is an ILS. Duh. This is going to be tricky without ATC. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to get myself down here There's Suvi. I don't want to get all the way to Suvi. I think I'm going to vector myself a little bit to the west here, and then I need to come off of the VOR, I guess. Let's see if there we go. All right, there we go. 35. Wait. Yep. All right, that something's messed up here. Oh, is this a TACAN? I think that's a TACAN. I have no idea how to tune in the Nellis TACAN. Isn't that crazy? That's sad, actually. I might not be able to do this, guys. I'm in the mood to fear for my life, as usual. Some high terrain, though. Yeah, it is. It's crazy. It's crazy. So I'm gonna be honest with you. We're gonna wing this just a little bit, guys. I am drawing a big blank on. This is again, this is what I'm looking at doing, and I'll definitely take thoughts from the studio audience. I need to be able to tune in the LSV. This isn't a VOR. This is a TACAN, and it's saying channel 12. I have no idea what that means, but I don't think I can put it into my normal VOR. It doesn't look like, anyway, and I don't see anything down here that tells me, like, how do you tune this in? Does anybody know? Because if you know, that'd be awesome. If not, then yeah, it doesn't really help us. That's going to be kind of an important reference, though, if I'm being honest here. But as you can see, like, I can tune in. Oh, this is crazy. I wonder if I tuned in the ILS, like if I tune the localizer. No, that's not going to do the same thing as a VOR. That's not an option. And I just don't know, Kyle, am I going to be able to see where I'm supposed to be? And then I'm supposed to shoot a 4 DME arc off of that. Yeah, I might just need to. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna do this instead. I'm gonna just try to shoot a regular. There's a oh, wait a second. It's a high TACAN. Yeah, channel 12. How do you tune in? I have no idea how you tune that in. Uh-oh, just found one. Okay. Opening. I'm sorry I didn't open your other link, by the way. How are we supposed to tune it? This is not something. Tune the nav X button. Okay, so do I have nav X? I don't think I do. Do I have anything down here that would give me nav X? Yeah, I think we're. I think we can shoot a visual, but I think trying to hit this one right on the dot is going to be a challenge. Yeah. Wasn't much, still looking. Okay, sounds good, Rob. If you come up with something here in the next minute, let me know. If not, don't worry about it. We'll make it happen. We'll just do our best here. And I'm going to cheat just a little bit here. I'm going to actually pull up the oh, I can't even pull up the approach because it's not listed here. So there you go. Well, we're just going to rock it down. 5,000, and I think we'll just shoot this. We'll just shoot the approach. And the winds are very light. I mean, it's only 3 knots. We'll just shoot the approach coming straight in, and we'll take 2-1 left. That's fine. 2-1 left. So 109. Yeah, I just got to kind of decide on something here. 109.1. This is pretty much pro flight planning, right? I mean, you do all this stuff on the fly, just like the real guys do. Yeah, something like that. I do want to look into that though. How to tune in and shoot a tack can approach. 209 coming around. All right, so there's the ILS runway 21 left. Let's put that down there. We'll get everything kind of loaded up here. I still am trying to get myself down to 5,000 by sheet. It's not in there, but that's what we're looking for. And I think at some point in time here, I am going to want to vector myself just a little bit. $209. Yeah, I'm coming in pretty shallow as far as the intercept here, which is not bad. Unless a plane creator or a scenery creator actually makes... Oh, you don't think it can be done, Robinson? Okay. Alright, well. If we could pick up the airport, we could probably vector ourselves out. It's just out to the right, and then you come back in. As I'm kind of looking at it here, you take it out to the Las Vegas city edge there. There's a golf course out here. You turn at the golf course. You fly pretty much straight back towards the airfield, and then at 4 DME is when you make your, like, it's a little bit of a final procedure arc. Yeah, what the heck? Let's give it a try. We'll fake it. If we don't do a very good job, we'll just go missed and fly a regular visual approach. So we're essentially heading right towards it right now. So as soon as we see it, we'll try to see if we can figure out the golf course. Looks to me to be about 20 miles to the west of the airfield, and so we'll just point the bird out that way, and we could, I guess we could shoot the ILS if we had to the other way, but I think we'll come in. We'll just try to make it happen with on the visual as best we can. Why not? What's the worst thing that can happen, right? Fake it till you make it. That's right, Fixie. Rob sent me a direct message. Okay, cool, thanks. I got a couple things, a little bit of homework to do tonight. That'll be awesome. Welcome to the Learning Channel. And I think we have enough light, right, to shoot this thing. I think the cloud layers are going to be down below 11,000. It's kind of when we're supposed to get out of them. So, I think we're going to be in good shape there. All right, let's continue the descent checklist. Yeah, I need to get the seatbelt signs back on here as well. Anti-ice, we're going to leave it on just for a little bit. Decision height. Okay, so if we fly this baby, it's not an ILS, so we really don't need a decision height per se, but we'll put 200 in there just in case we decide to fly the ILS on the way back. Wouldn't that be something? Attempt the visual one way, turn around, fly the ILS the other way. That's true Bush League stuff right there, man. Auto brakes, we're going to go medium auto brakes. We're going to put the engine start to continuous relight. Our spoilers are still armed. And we can start tossing flaps at or below 240. Okay. So again, this was 13 miles away from the airfield. Gosh, we don't have the visual yet. And we've got terrain over here, so 6,500 is where we're going to go, and we're just going to kind of see how we do, you guys. We go heading mode, and I think I'm going to turn outbound here. That 277 will be that basically parallels the radial that I was looking for off the TAC can. There's LSV. I was hoping maybe there was even something that was like, you know, like a VOR that was close to it, but there just isn't. The VOR is Las Vegas VOR, which is way farther down to the south. Okay, so we'll get down here 6.5. I think we're clear of the terrain there. Still not seeing the airfield. Looking for the golf course. And there is, oh, happily, there is a mountain peak up here that's 6,900. So that's awesome. So I think we'll let it pass to our left, and we'll kind of circle around that bad boy. And maybe with any luck, we'll pick up. Oh, maybe I see something. Oh, what do we got? That's something from the downtown Las Vegas, right? That's probably the Las Vegas International Airport right there. Ooh, let's talk to people here. What do you say? That might be helpful. 2280 is still set. That's good. That's good. Nellis Air Force Base traffic. Eagle 816 is approximately 15 to the north of the field at 6,500 on the Sin City Visual runway 3 left. Nellis Air Force traffic. Yep, there we go. Oh, maybe I can turn before that. So this is a 10-mile ring. Oh, that golf course is going to be right up here, I'm thinking, and here we are in most definitely not visual conditions. Definitely not visual enough to see a golf course. Got some ortho issue here. I had to do a little bit of a fix that I don't like to make the Fly Tampa scenery work. I had to disable the ortho tile for this particular area. So what you're seeing down here now, unfortunately, is auto gen stuff, and then you get some weird kind of crap like that that's in there, which is too bad. All right, so we're not going to see this. We're not going to see this golf course, are we? I don't think we are. All right, my airplane. Yeah. Here we go. We're gonna just make our turn, and this approach, from what I can see on the chart, you basically just turn back and you head back toward the field. So back toward the field on like a 09, it'd be like a 09 or 7. So I don't know how close we are, but we're just gonna kind of gradually turn around. I don't want to descend. 6,500 is a good altitude. So let's get the nose up a little bit there. Speed looks good right now. We're doing all right. I think we're probably closer to the terrain than I should be. I'm being totally honest here. So let's head towards the light. Apologize if you're giving me some hints in chat right now. I'm just trying to eyeball the chart and see how I do. If I can pick up any landmarks. That's the hard thing also about going to default scenery, is you don't have the same mountain peaks and valleys and things like that that you have in the ortho. Alright, that cleared up a little bit. Yeah, that's definitely Las Vegas, and we should be kind of, according to the chart, like right on the outskirts of town. And then there's this nice little road that oh, and the Alianta Casino is one of our waypoints. Anybody know where the Alianta Casino is? Maybe that's the North Las Vegas airport that we're seeing. That could be. I think the Las Vegas airport's a little farther down on the south end of town. Yeah, it would be helpful if I could actually see the airport. I don't know. That's North Las Vegas people saying cool. All right, the Luxor. How do you get snow?
Vegas traffic, frontier flight 1940. Left base runway 26 left. That's bounce.
You ever get those overlays to line up right? Yep. Those my shoes are saying there's a chance for the visual. I hope so. Yeah, that's the Luxor beam. So we need the. Again, I'm just looking at the chart here. The Aliante Casino, and we need to be at 5,000 at the Aliante Casino, basically. So I don't know where that's at. I know this is not it, but Nellis approach lights to the left. Okay. It's just over here somewhere, right, guys? Oh, there it is. Oh, am I way too close? Or is this North Las Vegas? I think that's North Las Vegas. I think I should turn. I should have turned earlier.
Vegas traffic, frontier 1984, 5 mile final 26 Las Vegas.
I guess that could be Nellis. It just has two runways running kind of north and south. If it does, I'm screwed. I'm going to have to fly another pattern. Yeah, I think that is Nellis, isn't it, guys? Yeah, it is. All right, well, yeah, that was it. If I head for the stratosphere on your left and hang. Yeah, I'm too close. I screwed that up. I didn't get far enough out. Okay. I'm just gonna fly another pattern here, and come on in. We'll just shoot this 3 left approach here. Well, it was worth a try. I got to figure out how to get the ortho scenery back in here and try to do this for real. Okay, I'd like 5,000. I think that keeps us, according to what I'm seeing here, keeps us clear of the terrain. It keeps us below the clouds. So we're doing okay there. How's my speed? My speed's good. 250. I'm probably even a little bit quick, honestly. So back that speed up a little bit. Yeah, tough going in visually the first time. You're right, it is. I could have, should have, would have, but yeah, it was worth a try. Like I say, I don't mind trying stuff for you guys. Nellis traffic, Eagle 816 is on the left upwind, runway 3 left. Nellis traffic. Okay, let's get it to 5,000. We'll start to get our speed under control. We will see if we can actually maneuver our way in here in a semi-closed traffic. You're going to give it a try later tonight. Awesome, people. Let me know how that goes, man. This looks like a fun approach. It really does. Definitely have to be able to pick up your landmarks, though. No question about it. All right, so we'll take it there. I don't have anybody coming in.
Vegas traffic, Alaska 1116 is crossing over Boulder City VOR at 8,200. Descending, be on the left downwind in sequence behind the Scandinavian for runway 26 left ILS, Vegas.
Yeah, we're going to go ahead and pull some speed back here. I'll get into some clouds.
Turn in left base, 26 left.
Do have to get some altitude off here.
Southwest 1413 is finals runway 26 left.
Still have the field. There it is. Yep, we're in good shape. We're in good shape. Plenty of room over there, I think, to fly this left-hand pattern. Definitely test my pattern flying skills here. Okay, I'm below 240. I'm going to put a notch of flaps in here. We'll just kind of start to... Oops, didn't quite get that crosswind very well, did I? Try to take it out here just a little bit. Below 10,000. Lights are needing to come on. Nellis traffic, Eagle 816, left downwind, runway 3 left. Nellis traffic. Yep, I am very, very high. You are right. Airport elevation is 2,600. I really should be down a good 800 feet or more at this point. Kind of wide though. I've got a little bit of extra room to lose some altitude here. Okay, we getting there, we getting there, we getting there. It's hard telling. It's also deceptive because of the terrain around here is a little bit high. Okay, flaps 15 coming in. A long ways off. More or less on the downwind though. Whoops. She's wanting to climb. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. For being such a big aircraft, I'm surprised how responsive and pitchy it can be at times. I struggle a little bit with just straight and level flight with this plane. A little slow here too. Alright. 1200 above the field. Need to come down a little bit more. And I'm going to take this guy well past. Well past. I think I needed to be coming in. And this is my 4 DME loop is kind of around this road and in. Kind of in this side of the mountain there. But you know what? That's okay. We're going to go give the Luxor a close up. Gosh dang it, I'm climbing again. Don't do that. Combat approach, that's right. We are a military aircraft.
1413 clear, runway 27, or 26 left, crossing 26 right on Alpha 7.
Yeah, people, I'm sure I'm well outside of where I should be, but yeah, we're rolling with it. Dallas traffic, Eagle 816 on left base, runway 3 left. Dallas traffic.
Scandinavian 8073, 16 mile final, 26 left.
Close are we? Pretty doggone close.
Correction, 10 mile
You're coming
final.
down. And we're close. We're not really on a very good base here, but start to make that turn. At Nellis traffic, Eagle 816 on the final 3 left, Nellis traffic. How close are we? Yep, still a bit high. Not a great round out, but okay. Laps coming in very fast. Correcting everything. Need one more notch of flaps to be happy. I have a lot of runway. Yeah, 2,000 foot per minute descent. Terrain guy doesn't like that. Alright, final notch of flaps are set. Gear down, 3 green. Lights are on. I'm wicked fast. I'm going to use every inch of this concrete pad, boys. Ooh, that was a tough one. That was a solid one. Reversers. And 60 knots coming off of that. Auto brakes off. Brake fan is on. Yeah, we're down. Not my best, not my worst. Fun flight regardless. Gotta be shooting down a lot of aliens at the Luxor there. Yeah, I was. I had the nose down a little more than I thought there, turn and burn. I really wanted to. I was hoping to bleed a little bit more speed there, but it's hard to do when you've got the doggone thing descending at 2,000 feet per minute. Doesn't work very well that way. But yeah, you know what? What the heck? All right.
Las Vegas traffic, last
TS
11
lights
16,
on.
and inbound ILS 26 left.
We're going to hang a left here and go find a spot to park. We'll get her shut down. If there's enough light, we'll take a look at the instant replay. If there's not enough, we'll just take a look at the Volanta touchdown report. And yeah, we'll see what the bad news is there. Yep, practice. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And that's something, I don't know about you, Turner Burn, but you know, like it's nothing for me to hop on a Saturday and get in a Skyhawk or something and fly a bunch of patterns at the local airport on the sim. Of course, I'm not a real pilot, but how often do you fly patterns in a larger plane like this? You know, I don't ever. I'll be honest, I don't ever. And there's there's no reason not to. You just don't. I don't know why you don't think of that, but you just don't.
26 left at Alpha 7.
All right, we're gonna turn the weather radar off. We're going to make sure the anti-icing comes off. I could go ahead. I'll turn the strobe off as well here. And yeah, probably ought to get that APU going. There we go. Gosh, had a hard time finding it there for a second. And I'm just going to come straight in here, guys. I honestly, this is an updated scenery. It's not a pay-wear scenery, but a guy has done some work to it and helped with taxiways and stuff like that, which is kind of cool, and given some spots to park. But I don't really know where you'd park an A300, so we're just going to kind of swing it on in here next to these other big heavies. Try not to bump wings with them.
Gate Delta 26.
Yeah, there we go. We can turn right here. Park next to that MD-11. Or is that a DC-10? What would that be, do you guys think?
Las Vegas traffic, 1116, that was a 5-mile final, runway 26 left.
That's kind of a cool shot. Mountains on one side, the Luxor on the other. Alright, I think that'll work. That'll work. And let's go ahead, let's put the speed brakes to bed. Yep, there we go. Get the parking brake set, and we'll put this guy, shut this guy down here. So I got, looks like the APU is coming up here, so we'll kind of chill for a second. Fuel tanks can come off. The APU fuel tank is an automatic fuel tank, so we don't have to worry about that. We're going to take the probe heats and turn them off as well. APU's on, so we're good to go there. Let's cut the fuel here, shut that down. And alright, belts, seat belts can come off, APU, or no smoking coming off. All of our lights can come off here as well. And APU bleed can come on, emergency lights disarmed. Yep, auto thrust coming off. The IRS is to bed. And that's about all, my friends. You fly the C-17, the B-52s, and the C-5 and FSX into there and out of there. You're a fossil. Hey, man, if it works for you, buddy, it works. I loved FSX. I came from FSX into P3D and then finally into X-Plane. So I loved that sim. It was a great sim. And had a lot of great airplanes that I can't get to now that I'm in X-Plane, which I'm kind of bummed about. Yeah, 663, that was a tough one. 202 was the G-force. I managed to get my speed down. I think I should ref at about 143 with that plane. So pretty firm landing, a little fast. I was definitely low over the threshold. I was like not even, I was like 30 feet above the threshold instead of 50. So those are some things to work on for sure. But it was down the center line and in the touchdown zone, so not all was lost. And you know, what the heck? That's just kind of the way it goes. But I'm going to suggest that the passengers who passed basic training can handle a 2G landing. Thanks, make me feel better. Them's my shoes. All right, so well, let's see. You never know. Let's disconnect from VATSIM. Let's go to the replay view. I hate that I can't use Alt-R anymore because of the stupid NVIDIA update. Let's just see how dark it is. Does it back your time up? Maybe it does back the time up a little bit. All right. Yeah, we'll take a look at a couple different angles here. Right there, I realized I was too low, and I'm like, ah, crap. And, yeah, pretty firm. I do have a tendency to mistime my flare on this plane for some reason. I misjudge how high up, how tall it sits. That's pretty dang cool right there. So low, though. Yeah. Oh, the wing bounce. Maybe that needs to be my screenshot. I don't know. That's kind of dang cool. I might make that my screenshot. Yeah, New York was cool. I suggest you not offer 5G service on your flight. Another good one is New York, New York. Oh, I got you. 2G and 5G. I see what you did there, guys. Nice. Yeah, I think I'm going to do another screenshot here. Let's go new snip. Let's go, let's go rectangle mode here, and we'll just kind of get about this much of it. Just about that much of it. That's pretty doggone sweet. I'll save that later. Let's see, do I have any other views here set up? I don't know that I do. Let's go to tower view here. The tower view where everybody looks good because you're so far away. Right down there somewhere. There I come. Boy, this tower is way up high. There's something wrong with this tower view. Unless the tower's on the top of the mountain up there. Yeah, chakalaka. Crazy. Good stuff though. All right. I am going to do this. It's time for some thank yous. It's time to cue the outro. It's time to figure out where we're going to send this here stream. I again have had a good time here. Appreciate everybody who came by. We had 2 awesome raids. We had a raid from Merida's, the ATC mom, and we also had a raid from 757 Spy. We made some new friends there. MLG, Justin Bieber's super fan. We had Controller Ballin pushing that follow button. Appreciate that so much, you guys. And then Panagon gifted the sub to the Luminator 1974 Panagon. Again, appreciate the support. We should have another giveaway coming up pretty soon, guys. It's stuff like that funds our giveaways, and I try to give it all back to you as much as I possibly can. I'd like to do something kind of around Christmas time, to be honest with you. So stay tuned for that. Rob is going to bed. Good night to you as well. Turn and Burn heading for some sleep. Thanks also for hanging out. Appreciate that. Appreciate the help, Turn and Burn. You do a good job of giving me some insight on things. You fit right in with the group. They do a nice job of helping me out there. People, positive contact with the runway. That's exactly right. That's what you get one night after a Bush League backcountry fly-in. You get those types of landings from me. Heavy nose down and full brakes, heavy reverse, all that good stuff. And then my usual cast of characters, my friends, Good Fixins, Shusey, Panagon, Rob, I said already, who else? There was a lot of them that were here. Thank you guys. It's always good to hang with you. I hope you have a fantastic remainder of your Tuesday evening. I will be back. My stream schedule, by the way, back on Saturday. We'll do International Melbourne, and I'm going to head over to Australia, and we're going to visit some spots over there that actually were recommended to me by the guy that we're going to go check out, Mr. Continuum himself. He gave me some scenery recommendations. I found some cool spots there. We're going to take the CRJ over to Australia and fly around a little bit of that, all part of that International Melbourne that we have come to love so very, very much. But he's flying the DC-6 right now, which is a really, really cool aircraft, and he's a good dude as well. So go over there, say hello, give him a couple of give him a couple of ale horns from me, and that'll be our next flight. And then a week from today, there's a Virtual USA Flying Club event coming up there on Tuesday, December 14th. You can go check that out at the Virtual USA Flying Club Discord. That invite link came by a couple of times there. If you didn't see it, just message me and I'll get you that invite link. We'd love to have you there for the Virtual USA Flying Club, the best flying club, the best virtual, the best GA flying club in flight sim. I should come up with a better slang or saying for that. All right, guys, I'm out of here. That's enough for me. Have a fantastic rest of your Tuesday. We'll catch you next time. Take care. God bless.